Hi, welcome to the Mind Factory. On this channel, we reproduce the latest results in artificial intelligence, deep learning, and robotics. In this video, we're going to be building the gravity compensation system for the robot. You can operate the robot without the gravity compensation, but you kind of have to do some really weird things with like the handles to get the elbow joints to go where you want. And so the gravity compensation really helps you just sort of not have to worry about where the elbow joints go. So anyway, we're going to be using the wire tensioning kit and a few rubber bands to make this really simple gravity compensation device that's going to help us a lot and make it a lot easier for us to operate this robot. So if this kind of content's interesting to you or you're getting value out of it, leave a like for the algorithm so that other people can find it. Consider subscribing, and let's get into the video. Cut one wire to length 1300 mil. Then cut another wire to 800 mil. Next, we want to strip 100 millimeters of insulation off both ends of each of the wires. Next, put the wire in the crimp, place it into the 1 to 2 mil hole and clamp it down. And just repeat that for each of the 4 ends. Next, attach a gusset below the camera frame. And put a shackle into the gusset. And do the same on the bar that overhangs the puppet robot. Next, take the short wire and lock it into the shackle. Then feed the wire through the shackle at the top. Next, we've got to feed this through the carbon fiber tube. So we'll use a guide wire to do that. Take a spool and just grab the wire off the end of it and start feeding it in. Then when it comes out of the other end, take your wire, feed it through, pull a good length through, and then take this end and feed it back in. You can see it coming out here. We're just going to now pull on this, both these wires. And what's going to happen here is that loop's going to close. Just give it a yank and pull it through. And now that we have our coat hanger, take a shackle and just slip it in. Like that. Okay, and now our last thing is just open the shackle up a little bit and then just bring our wire from the top and lock it in. And now our coat hanger is complete. And now if we want to adjust the height of the coat hanger, we can just slide this gusset up and down. Next, we want to secure the rubber bands to the arm. To do that, we're going to run a cable tie over the top of those 2 bolts. And those 2 bolts there. So just sort of partially tighten them first. Take your rubber band, pop it in, pop it through. And then pull it up. And we can tighten this down. And there's our first attach point. Our second attach point is going to be to the back of the elbow using this little thing here. So we're just going to slot the rubber band right in there. There we go. And then just Feed up the bottom part. Now we're attached. Okay, the coat hanger attachment's pretty straightforward. Just loop it over and through. Pull it down. And that's all there is to it. And finally, we're just going to connect the rubber bands with zip ties. And then just rehang the coat hanger. And here's the finished gravity compensation setup. Okay, I really like the gravity compensation design. It's like super simple and it works quite well. All right, so we only have one last step now to complete the robot, and that's essentially to plug it in to the computer. Turns out this isn't actually as trivial as just simply plugging the USB in. So if you want to see how I did that, jump into the next video and I'll see you in the future.